Okay, this is a continuation of the print list option from the lookup screen. There was a question from the previous session as related to what happened. Do you have to use the set filter option to print out to use the print list? The answer is no. If your set filter is blank, in this case I'm going to clear the filter. Okay, I'm going to go back to my normal list, and this list contains all the jobs for all company, all time. If we do a print list here, and we go ahead and load the layout that we saved previously and preview this, then of course you can see the list now contains all records. Okay, in this example, in our test data set, it contains only 48 records, but imagine if you have 10 or more years worth of data, then you would have hundreds of thousands of entries on this report. So the short answer is no, you do not have to use set filter to print lists. They are independently, but oftentimes set filter is very useful to narrow the list down to what you need to see, a more manageable list. So I'm going to go back and set the filter again, and the date 01. One other example I want to show you, and that is the ability of print list to export the data into another format, such as Excel, for additional reporting or formatting of your choosing, if you're familiar with Excel. But first, let me go ahead and set the filter back to narrow this list down. Okay, apply. And so you can see here you have again 5 records in this example. Go back and do a print list, and to export this list to an Excel format, you would select data view. If you select data view, it shows you the record set in a table format or list format, and up here you have the option to either export to a text file, comma delimited text file, or export to Excel. So I'm going to go ahead and select Excel. In this case, we're only 5 records, so the exporting process was fairly quick and straightforward. But keep in mind, if you have a large record set, like tens of thousands of records, then the exporting process may take a few minutes to export. Here, this is done. You just have to select yes, and sure enough, you have the set in Excel, and you can do whatever you need to do with this exported list in Excel, from creating your own layout, creating your own report, do additional calculation, what have you, graphics, and so forth. So this is the exported list in Excel. I can easily switch back to our internal list and select the other option, export to text file. And again, I'm going to select it, and you notice the system automatically generate a file name, a random file name, and place that file under the temp file folder. So if you're familiar with using Windows Explorer to try to get to this exported file, the full path and the file name is provided for you right here in this dialog box. And again, I'm going to select yes to open it, and this is the list of the exported file in a text, comma, delimited format. And in this format, you can certainly bring it into or import into other applications, whether it's mail merging or other type of data processing statistics applications using this commonly standard format. Okay, and in this case I'm using Notepad to view it. Okay, now if I exit out of that and go back to my data view screen and exit back out, if I reload my layout from my previous session, I could choose to export it again. Data view. Actually, data view shows all the columns, all the fields. You don't have an option to eliminate, not at least in this version, the option to pick and choose which column to export. It exports all the columns, all the fields. Okay, and when you're done with the export, you can certainly click on exit to cancel, to exit out right here, and you're back to the lookup screen. Okay, this concludes this portion of the print list video training session.